Hello everybody, my name is Nate, and I'm making this video to, hold on one second, turn this down. Sorry. I am making this video to express my own thoughts and concerns on this tourist attraction, haunted house per se, if you will, called Mckamey Manor. Recently, this particular place has become a very big interest to me, and it's been a big interest to me for a little bit now. And let me just start. I'm just gonna fire it off here. Start with where I was at with Mckamey Manor and where I'm at now with Mckamey Manor. So when I found out about Mckamey Manor, I think it was about 4 or 5 months ago, roughly. I had seen a friend post something on Facebook saying this place is crazy, I don't ever want to go here, kind of thing. It's just insane. So me being the natural weirdo that I am, I clicked on the link and started reading. And it looked immediately when I saw everything, I immediately was intrigued and immediately wanted to go to this place because I love haunted houses. I love being scared. You know, it's always fun to be scared because you know, in the back of your mind you're gonna be home safe in your bed. You know, so it's always fun to just get a little. Anyway, so I started doing some research on how to get involved with Mckamey Manor, how to get in line, I guess you could say, how to get in, and you know, just simple Google searches. I found, you know, basically you kind of gotta put out a reservation was what it was originally, and then it turned into you know, we're only doing, you know, certain people per week kind of thing, and then it turned into basically he's kind of hand-picking these people one at a time to go in. Now I don't really care if he's hand-picking them or not, you know, just I don't care if I get in or not. So I immediately, you know, found Russ on Facebook and added him to get in line, and he added me up, and I was, you know, excited to be in line, excited to be a part of Mckamey Manor, the first step towards getting in Mckamey Manor, I should say. And yeah, that's pretty much where it was. I was really excited to try out this new kind of extreme haunted house, they called it. So there's that, and so there's that. Yeah, like I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time wording everything here for you guys. But so like I said, it was, you know, it looked fun, it looked scary, it was really edgy. You know, they can grab you, put you in a coffin, take you down. I remember I saw a clip on YouTube, a guy pulls somebody down in through a hollowed out couch with some flooring down beneath it, and I thought that was really cool. You know, I'd never seen anything like that, and I'm just like, you know, this would be something really cool to, you know, just to experience something like this. You know, it just looked fun, you know, because, like, you know, they bound you up, tie you, whatever, you know, that's cool. You can do that to me, you know, because I know it's all fake, you know, in the back of my head, it's all fake. Fast forward to now, roughly 3-4 days ago, 5 days ago, I started, you know, getting more active on the Mckamey Manor reservations page, and not so much posting and talking to people, but more observing from a distance without, you know, getting in, you know, anybody's business or commenting. And basically, from what I've observed about Mckamey Manor over these last couple days, is that they are not the same attraction that they were back in 2012. And the reason I say this is because back in 2012, you look at all these marketing videos that he had done, all these news articles that have been published about him, even the local San Diego News, I believe, did a piece on Russ and Mckamey Manor and what they were all about. And I noticed, and another gentleman had pointed this out, I'm not going to name that gentleman off because he received some seriously questionable inbox mail on Facebook from some certain people involved with Mckamey Manor, but he, you know, made it really obvious to me when I can't believe it was hidden right in plain sight, is that all of the footage that is being published about Mckamey Manor today, about articles that are being published about Mckamey Manor today, as of, what is it, December 29th, I think, or something today, I don't know, all the stuff that's being published today is all footage from 2012. Showing you, you know, that's all, it's a fun, kind of edgy haunted house. That's not what is going on now. What's going on now is legal torture, essentially. I remember looking at, you know, clips of after videos and after pictures of people coming out of the haunted house, 2012, 2013. You know, they were just, you know, they were kind of, you know, sweaty, roughed up, had some tape around them, blood on them, obviously, water, wet, you know, the whole nine, as far as special effects goes. And I was like, you know, that's cool. But now I'm seeing after pictures of people coming out of this place completely battered and bruised, hurt, and psychologically fucked in the head. Like, they are no longer the person that they were, and people have even said those words on the page, like, I will never be the same person because of what Mckamey Manor did to me. Now, I understand that he makes you sign a waiver or a release form or something like that, basically releasing them from any kind of, injuries that you can sustain while you're in there. And there, to my knowledge, there is no waiver or form or any kind of legal document that can allow people to be released from the kind of things that they're doing in there. Now, it's also been rumored that, and it's rumored because there's no actual official footage, but if you go out and do a 5-minute Google search for Mckamey Manor videos, you can find some shit. Now, I say this because he is waterboarding people in this place. He is waterboarding people, or he was waterboarding people in this place. A simulated waterboarding, whatever it is. That is like the most heinous form of torture I can think to ever do to somebody, other than, some really fucked up shit that I'm not going to talk about right now. But that is an incredibly heinous thing to do to somebody. And this guy is getting away with it, saying that these people are fine, all this stuff. I'm kind of talking out of my ass here. I'm just trying to express my own thoughts, but this place has totally changed. It's definitely not the same as it was. I mean, people were coming out of the tour in 2012, 2013 saying like, oh man, it was so intense, so extreme, but it was so much fun, I'd love to do it again at some point, that kind of thing. Now I'm seeing after videos of people coming out going, don't go here. It's not worth it. They will fuck you up. And I swear he's making these people sign an NDA agreement, it's a non-disclosure agreement. I swear he's making people sign these things and not telling anyone before they go in because he doesn't want people to go and squeal. Now, when you're being tortured, essentially, and you sign an NDA to say what you didn't or what you saw, not to tell anybody what you saw in there, it's a really fucked up thing to do. And I'm having a hard time wording it right now, but I'm just going to sum it all up. Anybody who has even the smallest amount of common sense can put all these pieces together and realize that this is a real-life version of the movie Hostel. Not to the point where we're killing people, but it is a real-life version of the movie Hostel. He lures these people in with the oh, don't come here kind of thing, the fucking stereotypical reverse psychology, like, oh, you don't want to come here, you can't handle this thing, you can't do that. When you tell that to somebody, immediately in their head, they're going to go, I want to do that, I want that. Because any human being, it's human nature, basic human nature. People want what they can't have. It's that simple. People want what they can't have. And when you tell somebody, when you market something like this, the way he did back in 2012, it's kind of a fun, edgy haunted house, and then flip it on its side and basically turn it into legal torture and still market it the way you did back in 2012, that's when you have problems. That's when you have people falsely informed and coming to this place to be tortured. And the reason I say it's like the movie Hostel is because this guy is live streaming it to an unknown source down in Las Vegas. And if anybody knows anything about Las Vegas, you know that people will bet on absolutely anything they can down there. I mean, anything you can think of, and people will bet down there. That's when things started to get a little weird for me. I'm kind of talking a bit mixed match out of order here, but I just want all my thoughts out there, and it's kind of, like I said, ruffled around, not exactly in chronological order, but I want my thoughts out there to the people who are going to stick through this video and watch it. Now, oh god, where was I going with this? But those are my own thoughts on Mckamey Manor, and I can say now that I'm really not going to go, just based on what I've been seeing. And like I said about the Vegas thing, it's ridiculous how people are so naive to think that this guy is just doing this all for fun. His team of medical professionals that he has on site is like one probably community college. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that, the school matters, it's all about the person and the skill and, what they skill, okay, whatever. But it's probably some person who barely has an RN degree and is just, basically knows how to just do the simple things, pulse, heart rate, or, like I said, pulse, temperature, just things like that. I remember watching a video, the only thing that this woman did to check this person's, if they were alive still, was check his pupils. They shine a light his pupils, and then they gave him some water. Every excuse that I hear from Russ, from somebody who is clearly in a physical, or a physical emergency, a medical emergency, and needs to be taken to a medical facility, his excuse is just get him some water. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. When somebody is passing out on you consistently, like waking up, passing out, waking up, passing out, they don't need water. They need a fucking medical attention. They need fucking medical attention is what they need. And I'm saying this in the most unbiased way because I at one point wanted to go into Mckamey Manor. I wanted to experience this thing. But now I don't want to because of what I've been seeing. I've been seeing people coming out. People's heads are getting shaved. You know, that wasn't part of the tour back then. You weren't coming out with chunks of hair missing or a bald head. Because if I had gone in sooner before knowing this stuff that they were shaving heads, all my hair would be gone, and I would be extremely emotionally damaged from that because this hair that I'm growing right now, the last person to cut it was my late girlfriend who passed away from cancer, and I let her shave my head bald, you know, when she was going through her last round of chemo. If somebody were to take that away from me, I wouldn't come back from that. This is it sounds silly to say to people, but this is a special thing to me. This hair is something very special to me. And if somebody were to take that because of simply for their own amusement and for a couple of people down in Vegas, I just don't think that's right at all. This guy is emotionally damaging people and physically damaging people, all for entertainment. For entertainment. I saw a picture on the group earlier today of a lady having her mouth wrenched open with a fucking crescent wrench. For God's sakes, man, like you're using tools on people now. Now we're getting to the weird shit. Now we're getting to actual torture. Now it's not so much fun anymore, but more along the lines of how long can we take these people along before they break? That's what it is now. And he's even said, you know, nobody's beaten the 2014 tour. Nobody can handle it. Nobody can handle it because you're literally torturing these people. You're making it impossible for people to get on, to go on. Oh, you've just started. You've just started. That's what I hear every video. Oh, that you've just started. We haven't seen everything yet. Here's a challenge. I challenge Russ Mckamey to go through his own manor and see how long he lasts. I challenge you, Russ Mckamey, to go through your own manor and see how long you last. Being waterboarded. Being, you know, beaten, punched, slapped around, simulated, like I said, waterboarding, simulated drowning, being left in a complete isolation by yourself. I challenge you, Russ Mckamey, because I've distinctly heard you say you built Mckamey Manor around your own fears. Conquer your fears. Go through. Be a man about it. And don't have your actors go held back on you like you say you do. Go through it. And tape the whole thing so we can see it. Because what it seems like, Mr. Russ Mckamey, is that you can dish it out, but you most certainly cannot take it. And I thank you all for your time.